Hello and welcome back. In today's video I have something very exciting to announce, and that is the Mountain Blade Warband is finally being turned into an esport, and very deservedly too. And I'm so excited to tell you guys about this, and I'm sure the more committed Warband players amongst you who have thousands of hours and are particularly good at the game will be even more excited by this. We've had things such as Bladecast, some smaller competitions, but this is taking it to the next level, and I'm going to explain it all in this video. So the competition is called the Battle of Bucharest 2017, and it's a tournament brought to you by the Lithuanian Esports Federation, or the LEF, and they're in partnership with Tailworlds Entertainment. So both of these companies have actually put this together, and I'm so proud of Tailworlds for actually getting this sorted. And the finals will be taking part in Bucharest in Romania. Now this tournament will be fought in two categories. There'll be a duel, which is obviously 1 versus 1, and there will be team, which is 5 versus 5. Sign-ups for the qualifiers are open right now until Tuesday the 9th of May. So if you're interested in getting a team together, or even if you just want to do the one-on-one duels, there will be a link down in the description which will take you to the place where you can sign up for this event. We're going to be moving on to the more interesting parts. There will be 4 qualifying teams and 4 qualifying duelists, which will obviously be brought out of all the people that have signed up. And those 4 qualifying teams will be brought to the PGL studio in Bucharest for the weekend of the 20th of May. These qualifiers will battle it out for the total prize pool of $10,000, which is a lot. The qualifiers are completely open, so anybody can join. However, only the finalists, so the 4 duelists and the 4 teams that get through these open qualifiers, will be given flights and accommodation to Bucharest, paid for by the Lithuanian Esports Federation and Tailworlds. They go on to say they cannot provide you with assistance of obtaining visas. This must mean you'll be able to travel to Romania already, and essentially it kind of limits your participation if you're not an EU member. So basically you're going to have to be an EU member unless you have a visa. There's only going to be a few exceptions to that. Also, you must be 16 years of age or older to be able to fly by yourself. You may have to get parental permission if you're younger than that. So there is a particular tournament format, and that is that players are welcome to compete in either or both of the 2 categories, duel and teams, obviously 1 versus 1 and 5 versus 5. First, there will be a single elimination qualifying stage organised on this board, which will take place in the following dates. So the 11th of the 5th, the 12th of the 5th, the 13th and the 14th of the 5th. At the end of these qualifiers, 4 duelists and 4 teams of 5 will be invited to the PGL studio in Bucharest to attend the finals on the 20th of May. Now, I know for a fact a lot of people are struggling to get teams together. So even if you think you're not the best out there, you may still be the best of the people that are actually signing up, because there's not a huge amount of people signing up, so you do have a very good chance of winning that £10,000 prize pool. So going into that £10,000 in a little bit more detail, it's not just a big lump sum, it's divided up into different categories. The cash prizes are obviously totaling $10,000, will be distributed as follows. So the teams fighting, which is the 5v5, the first place will have $5 grand, so £1,000 a player. The second will have $2,500 or $500 a player, and the third will have $150 a player, or $750 for the team. The duelist will have $1,000 for the winner, second will have $500, and the third will have $250, which I think is pretty fair. So the top 3 of each competition will at least get a little bit of money. So basically, if you are interested in this, make sure to go down in the description and find the link to the forum, and that's where you can sign up. Also, I'll link the place where all these questions are being asked by the community, and Captain Lust is on there replying and answering a lot of different questions. I think there's 5 pages on this forum already, so make sure to go ahead and check that out if you have any questions. Also, leave them down in the comments. I may be able to answer them myself. So if you know you're really good at the game, and even if you think you're not the best out there, still go ahead and sign up. You do have a very good chance, as it is quite short notice. That means teams are kind of going to struggle to get together. So if you could put together a team, you may have a very, very good chance of actually flying out to Bucharest and taking part in the first Mountain Blade esport to my knowledge. Before you go, make sure to go ahead and check out my previous video on Total War Attila. On the 7 Kingdoms mod, we did a very cool Crusader versus the Ayurved Sultanate battle, so make sure to go ahead and check that out. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next battle.